Hello and welcome to the Patreon edition of the Will I Vike It podcast, where I've got my special guest with me, Caroline Nicolay.
Hello.
And I'm going to ask her 3 bonus questions. They're only available on Patreon. So.
I'm ready. I'm so ready. I've waited for this.
Hopefully the answer's not my food, but
okay.
What's the worst food you've ever eaten?
Well, Craig, the worst food I've ever eaten. I don't have good memories of bad food. Wait a minute.
You'll have to do some digging.
And I know exactly what Tom said.
Tom didn't, because these questions came up later.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
I know exactly what he would have said.
I've only started doing these on the last few episodes.
Oh, hang on. Well, that was a kid, so kid taste between modern taste.
That's fine. If it's the worst from your memory, what's the worst thing you've ever eaten?
The worst food I have ever tasted was super 70s style in a posh hotel restaurant for somebody in my family's like 80th birthday or something like that. And there was about that size, that shape on the plate for each guest, bright green, sort of mound, a bit like a jelly, like a jello shot of something. It was broccoli mousse.
Ooh.
I want to use the word rank, but that was bad. Because I was a kid, but it wasn't seasoned. It genuinely was the worst broccoli flavor you can imagine, and the worst broccoli texture as a mousse on a plate.
I don't think that's because you were a kid. I think that sounds bad.
It sounds really bad. And even now, I don't think I would particularly... I like broccoli, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's the worst. Yeah.
That's the worst one. Okay, so then, to follow on from that one, I've got to read my own questions. Most memorable meal you've ever had?
Oh, no.
I mean, that could be the same answer. Could be different.
I was really memorable. There's different ones for different reasons. There's, when you have an awesome wedding and the food is absolutely amazing. There's that because it's a party and all that. But very recently, I've done an Iron Age feast in a guild hall, it's in a visitor centre probably. So we've done an Iron Age feast, and it was in Scotland, near Kilmartin, so organised by Kilmartin Museum. And there was a ceilidh just after it, so Scottish music and a lot of dancing, and it was incredible. Everything was, it's weird, if I can say so myself, the food was okay.
You did the food?
Yeah, I did. The food was okay.
Wow,
I did stats.
big praise.
People just ate a lot and were very happy. There was also meat tasters and all that. And the fact that you had such a varied group of people who didn't know each other, who suddenly came together and chatted about the food and archaeology, which a lot of people are used to, and then all danced together. That is, to me, one of the most recent amazing meals. Otherwise, when we were at school, and it was from the east of France, one day a month we have a cheese buffet.
Ooh.
So you get roasted potatoes on a plate, a salad, a fresh leaf salad, and then you have a buffet of anything you could imagine in like a cheesemonger, anything, and you just eat as much of it as you want.
I hated that as a kid. I was the fussiest eater.
Really?
I started eating cheese at about the age of 22.
No.
Yeah. For what I do, I'm like one of the fussiest people.
How are you?
Now I'm eating all brains and stuff. Yeah, really
cheese.
fussy.
Wow. There's so many. To be fair, there's so many different cheeses. There surely are some that you can like and some that you.
I think to say I didn't like, but then I suppose it wasn't. Mozzarella doesn't have a lot of flavour to it, so that probably would have been all right. But
potentially.
Generally, I think as a kid we would have come across standard sort of cheddars and stuff. Yeah.
Bit of brie, maybe, camembert.
I can remember. I can remember being made cheese sandwiches for school by my mum because she insisted everybody likes cheese. I'm like, I don't like cheese.
You
Don't
do
be
like
silly. Everyone likes cheese. And the teachers would make you eat because they're like,
Really? Oh yeah, because it's your meal.
this is what your parents want you to eat. You've come to school with it. You have to eat it. And I'd have like some squash in a flask, and I'd be like trying to drink blackcurrant squash to wash down the cheese.
Yeah.
And so I think that put me off for life. Like
Yeah,
that being forced to do it is just like, I say for life till I was an adult.
Yeah, that's I never considered that side. It's alien to me. The concept of not eating cheese is. I mean, I know sometimes you can't eat cheese, of course, but I think, especially in my family, it's every morning. It's part of the breakfast. It was very, you have it in your head. 4 tartines, so 4 slices of bread, nice bread like that. 2 savoury ones with cheese, but it's cancoyote. It's a liquid cheese. It sounds weird, but it's a liquid cheese from the east of France. It's not really exported, so I'm trying at the moment to make it myself, so I can show people how to do it. So 2 of that and 2 butter and honey, and that was it. And I probably lived on that for the first 18, 20 years of my life. And now I miss it so much.
Yeah.
So I eat other cheeses now, just dipped in coffee. Oh. Yeah.
That sounds weird.
It's
Cheese
weird.
in coffee.
Try it. Or hot chocolates. I'm just looking at the camera. Oh, hot chocolate. Just get this. A nice brie. Camembert is a bit intense, but start with brie. On bread or just like that, dipped in coffee or hot chocolate.
All right, so
Never again.
one last question. One last question. Got to get through the questions, as I forget. Okay. So you've died,
Aye.
and everyone's preparing your burial grave.
Aye.
What food and drink would you take to Valhalla?
Wow, that's a good question.
Probably
Because
could
if
have
I say
worded that
coffee,
better.
that's going to be bad. Cider. Sorry, I just clicked.
Cider?
Of course. Yes, cider would be
Yeah.
nice. Or milk. Something, drinks like that. So a hot drink, cider, and some form of a hot drink. Maybe a hot milk with different flowers or spices, I want to say, but malted milk. I'm just reinventing Fontaine. I would take that. And as foods,
Yeah.
well, a cheese platter, obviously.
Maybe that liquid cheese.
Oh, yeah, it has to be.
Can you
I'm
import
sure
it
I
to
would.
Valhalla?
In a pot, yeah. you need a container. Yeah, just nice cheeses, really nice loaf of bread, a massive chunk of meat, really well roasted, whatever it is. Then a massive amount, like a mound of salad I would probably need for all that. I love vegetables. Yeah, so basically everybody bringing a feast home would be perfect, yeah. Something like that.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for recording the bonus episode,
No problem.
and I'll see you all next week. Bye.